I'm Michael Herwitz. I'm a director, and I'm here at the Drama Bookshop, which is my favorite place in New York City, to talk about some of the productions that influenced my work on Job the Play, currently on Broadway and Pace Theater. Come on over. Number 1 is The Curious Incident of the Dog in the Nighttime, which was directed by Marion Elliott. This play really gets us inside of one character's point of view in a really exacting and rigorous way, which is exactly what I wanted to do on Job. Also, the first thing I ever really directed was a very illegal one-act adaptation that I wrote myself of this play before it came to Broadway. So I apologize to Marianne and to Simon Stevens for doing that. This is The Comeuppance, which was directed by Eric Ting when I saw it at the Signature Theater. This play really establishes suspense at the very top. Every single breath, every glance, anything that drops, you're constantly afraid of what is going to happen next, even though most of those things are pretty mundane and sort of innocuous. And that, to me, is the genius of Eric Ting, very much a thesis of how we approach Job. If you know, you know. This is The Normal Heart. This production, directed by Joel Grey and George C. Wolfe in 2011, totally changed my life. It's all about creating an event that you don't believe could ever happen again. How could they have ever done that 8 times a week? I can't believe that it only ever happened when I wasn't there. I felt like it was so built just for that exact moment we were in. Sort of that one night only passion that somehow sustained for like 12 weeks, 8 shows a week. That's what we wanted to do on Job. This is Downstate by Bruce Norris, the production I saw directed by Pam McKinnon. This play is all about the characters for me. It's about finding warmth and tenderness and beauty in a situation that could have been really ugly. Really, it was a huge lightning bolt of inspiration for me when we were approaching Job. A lot of respect and kudos to Pam McKinnon for her work on this. Dana H. by Louis Smith, directed by Les Waters. I was in tech at the Hayes for Job. I was very nervous that our show was not Broadway enough. And I texted a very good friend of mine and I said, "Hey Dylan, I'm worried the show isn't Broadway enough." And he said, "Michael, think about Dana H." And Dana H knew exactly what it was. It didn't try to scale up in any sort of crazy way. It didn't betray where it came from. It just wore its own authenticity on its sleeve. And that is a huge kudos to Les Waters for that production. Thank you for getting me through tech on Broadway. This is a 3-way tie covering Nine's production of Oklahoma, Michael Blakemore's production of Kiss Me Kate, and of course the original James Lapine staging of Into the Woods. I stole my mom's Amazon account when I was 5 years old and ordered DVDs of these 3 musicals, the pro shots of each. I watched these DVDs literally at least once a week for probably 4 or 5 years. My entire directing aesthetic is just inherited from these 3 productions. So everything that I do goes back to these guys. So those were some of the pieces that really influenced my work on Job. I could literally do this all day, talking about hundreds and hundreds of plays and directors that have inspired me along the past couple of years. But for now, Job runs on Broadway until October 27th. Hope to see you there.